all of my friends are men. I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because, you know, come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because, look, you're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, yeah, we're friends. No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. And trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity.
And you think
we're
most
guys.
men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way.
When it comes to Steve Harvey, I am an avid believer that I don't trust this man, much less believe half of what he says because he's a panderer. However, in this instance, I must agree, men and women cannot really be platonic friends. There are certain conditions that may or may not allow certain things to progress in that direction, but it's usually for men sexual in nature when we see a woman that we're attracted to.
If you're a woman in a relationship, you're not allowed to talk to men anymore. You controlling misogynist? What about? Don't worry, I've got all the answers to all your questions. Your father, your brothers, your uncles, your cousins, they're all fine. Now let's get more specific. Have you slept with this guy before? If the answer is yes, no more communication. Literally never. Whether it was one time or that ex you're still friends with, drop him. What about guys you work with? Well, are you in a professional setting? If so, go right ahead. But if he's texting you constantly outside of work or inviting you to non-work activities, your answer? A simple no. Here's one you won't like. Your male best friend. Guess what? He's not your best friend anymore. Think about it. You expect your boyfriend to build an emotional connection with you while you're maintaining an emotional connection with another man? Cut him off. You can say hello when the friend group gets together, but the texting stops, the hangouts stop, and he is basically in the same category as an amicable ex-boyfriend. You can kick and scream all you want about that one, ladies, but we're not idiots. Either you friend-zoned that guy or he friend-zoned you. And either way, that means he's either gunning for my spot or you're using me as a placeholder. Both of those are no-nos. So you have some choices to make.
Now, everything that was stated in this next segment is absolutely true. The men in your life that are family, they're totally on the table. But anyone outside of that, they need to go. We're not dumb as men, as, you know, society paints us out to be. We're not. We're actually very in tune with what's going on. It's just we can't tell women the truth because the truth hurts and their feelings matter more than the actual logic of the situation.
Stepdad always told me and my sisters, a guy is never your friend. Guys don't want to be your friend. They want more than that, or that they're not going to hang around you. That's the only thing I remember growing up ever being told by a man about men.
I always get pushback from that, only from women, because men know it's the truth.
This is a very true statement. However, there is some sadness that I must attribute to it. The fact that her stepdad told her the truth, but it's the only thing she remembers being told about men is that they cannot be your friend, even though it's an obvious truth, that goes to show that women were never raised to learn men the way men are raised to learn women.
I think men and women could be friends.
Yeah, I do, but it takes a level of, like, both of them have to not be attracted to each other. I think you miss out on life when you aren't friends with the opposite. Because there's so many times where you might be fighting with your partner and you talk to your female friend and she's like, I can't believe you said that to you. And you talk to your male friend and you're like, don't be stupid. Do you know what that means? He's just a bit tired, blah, blah, blah. And they give you so much free game. Mm-hmm. They give you so much free advice. All of my videos, a lot of people will be like, how do you understand the male brain so well? A lot of the time it's because I'll call a male friend and they'll tell me this is what it means when your man is doing this. This is what it means when he does that. They tell you everything.
Now, I do have to agree with Sadia Psychology's channel when she says that men and women do need to have some sort of platonic partner, but she's already proven my point by saying that you can't really be friends with the opposite sex unless both parties are not attracted to each other, which I had previously stated. I wasn't, but I don't know my female friend's intentions. Nonetheless, she is right in saying that men and women do need insight from one another, and this is where the actual, real, true benefit of being friends with the opposite sex comes in.
Your friend?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can have guy friends.
No, you can't. No, you can. Who told you that? The only way you have a guy friend is you're saying we're only friends. They're hanging out with you in hopes of something else happening. They hang out with you and they circle like buzzards, waiting on a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. Guys are not made that way. Men, you don't hang out with fly chicks to be their friend. You hope you catch them hurting one day and you're there for them. And look at all the guys over there clapping. Look at all of them. Look at the cameraman, he never claps. The guys know I'm telling you the truth. You don't.
Here we go with Mr. Potato Head again, but the problem persists that he is saying the exact same message yet again to women. And it's unfortunate that women refuse to listen to men when we give them information. It's like they have a barrier in their brain that just tells them he knows not what he speaks of. Even when there are other men there that are agreeing with him 1,000,000%, they'll still say, oh, well, every other man is different. It's not all men. No, woman. 99.999% of the time, if a man is your friend, he's there for a reason. And it's not to be your friend.
Do you believe that men and women can just be friends?
No. Men a lot of times are friends with women because they won't let them sleep with them. And so they'll just kind of be useful, hoping that one day their nice deeds will add up to attraction. Very attractive women will never have real men friends. If they're very unattractive, they may have friends that are males. It's typically because they're attracted to those males. I think there's a primal part of us where there will always be tension. Even if you're not really attracted to them, there will always be that undertone.
And yet the question is reiterated once more, and the answer stays the same. As long as there is attraction on one end, namely the male, there will be no true, meaningful friendship. There will always be a hint of, can I get in there one way or another? Can I get in where I fit in? That's it, ladies. Stop trying to make friends with your guys. They're not going to be your friends unless they're completely unattracted to you. Bottom line. Well, that does it for this video. We'll see you in the next one.